What's wrong, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and Jimmy Kimmel is having a meltdown. He's practically begging Donald Trump to talk about him to save his show's ratings. Unfortunately, I wish Trump would just ignore him because every time he talks about him, he gets a rating spike. I don't watch Jimmy Kimmel. Leave a like in the video if you don't watch Jimmy Kimmel. I've seen clips of him online. I've seen, whatever. But he's getting a little squirmy, I think, about the Jeffrey files. Last night he made a joke about it, but what if I told you that his good buddy was Jeffrey's personal chef and that he helped him open a restaurant in LA? He got real mad when Aaron Rodgers brought that up, remember? So maybe that's why he's panicking about these Jeffrey files coming out. He's worried about his name coming up. That and more after a super quick word from this video sponsor, Private Internet Access. Shout out to this video sponsor, Private Internet Access. Look, if you aren't using a VPN yet, you're completely missing out, and Private Internet Access is the one I use on all of my devices. If you've been following the news, you see that censorship, websites, apps are getting shut down in certain countries, all sorts of craziness. Well, a VPN helps you never have to worry about that. Private Internet Access also protects you from the prying eyes of hackers, internet service providers, and others that can view your personal data. Perhaps also just as importantly, Private Internet Access allows you to access region-restricted content from all over the world. Streaming services like Netflix, Amazon Prime, and more have different library options based on where you're located, and some shows simply cannot be accessed if you're not in the target location. Happens to me all the time. Many sports events also have regional blackouts. Well, VPNs can be a convenient way to make sure you're getting the content that you're paying for. Private Internet Access also allows you to protect an unlimited amount of devices all at the same time, so your entire household with a single subscription. And I've been working with Private Internet Access so long that I have an absolutely massive discount available to my viewers. Link in the description below. Get Private Internet Access today using my link. Save huge, protect your computers, access all the content that you've been paying for, and ensure that your internet is... Trump blasts Jimmy Kimmel and ABC after late night host claims the president is, quote, bracing for Hurricane Epstein. This is what I'm talking about. So far, for those of you that are keeping count at home, how many Republicans, and by the way, I don't care if they are Republicans, just so we're clear, who has been revealed by this latest dump? We have Democrat Hakeem Jeffries begging Jeffrey for money, and we have Democrat Stacey, whatever her stupid name is, from the Virgin Islands, who was live texting with Jeffrey during a legal proceeding to go after Trump. That's 2 Democrats to 0 Republicans. Oh, how about the Harvard professor? Also a leftoid. Was it Larry Summers or whatever his name was? So far, no Trump, no even conservatives. But again, I won't be surprised if there are conservatives. So Trump tweets out, why does ABC fake news keep Jimmy Kimmel, a man with no talent and very poor television ratings, on the air? Trump wrote on Truth Social early Thursday. Why do the TV syndicates put up with it? Also, totally biased coverage. Get that bum off the air, Trump added. Again, he obviously saw the Look, let's not pretend that Trump isn't very sensitive about... I'm sure he saw the monologue, which we're going to take a look at in a second, and he was responding to Jimmy Kimmel making this assertion. Trump is totally within his rights to roast him. I just wish he didn't, because that's what Jimmy Kimmel desperately wants. He's like a troll. People often yell at me and they'll be like, dude, why are you quote tweeting somebody, why are you quote tweeting somebody who has 6 followers or something like that? And it's like, that's kind of what Trump's doing. During his opening monologue Wednesday night, Kimmel implied Trump would be a major figure in the expected release of the documents related to Jeffrey, but he hasn't been. He wasn't in the 60,000 odd pages that they've already released. He wasn't in 2012 when they tried to sink his election, 2016, 2020, or 2024. If there was a single damning piece of evidence about Donald Trump in these files, we would have already known about it 10 years ago. Any idiot who is not aware of that is truly an idiot or a partisan hack. We are carefully following the path of Hurricane Epstein right now. It's a Category 5. It's expected to make landfall very soon, Jimmy Kimmel said. The show then shared Kimmel's monologue to YouTube in a video titled, Trump braces for Hurricane Epstein, spews nonsense, and Elon joins for dinner with Saudi Crown Prince. We are one step closer to answering the question, what did the president know, and how old were these women when he knew it? Kimmel baselessly claimed baselessly to laughs from his audience. So again, Jimmy Kimmel is outright insinuating that Donald Trump was with underage women. That's what he's claiming. There is no evidence of that. I don't believe there ever will be. And, it's just, it's wild that they just keep saying this. If I were Trump, I understand why I would be mad. You have this guy who's got, admittedly, it's smaller now, but he's still got about 2 million nightly viewers. And he's accusing you of heinous crimes to those 2 million people when he knows that there's no evidence of it and he doesn't care. He's just lying. On Tuesday, the House of Representatives, of course, passed the File Transparency Act of passed it 427 to 1 before the Senate unanimously consented to send the bill to Trump's desk, which he, of course, signed last night. All right. So if Trump was really worried about it, why was he so eager to sign it? It was such a landslide, Trump might actually be able to rebury the Jeffrey files underneath it, the 58-year-old loser said. Trump announced he signed the bill Wednesday night, hours before Kimmel's show even aired on the Disney-owned network. Kimmel said that there was only a, quote, 12% chance that he would sign the congressional legislation forcing the federal government to release the documents, except he did sign it. Trump is proving everyone wrong about these files, and I really feel like only the most deranged still believe it. I don't know a ton of casual Democrats, and the ones that I do, we don't talk about the Jeffrey files. But I'm wondering, for my viewers out there, do people even talk about this anymore? I don't think they do. I think this is a very online thing, and while more people are talking about kind of the Israel entanglement and foreign policy in general, even that is still mostly an online thing. What's wild is the show, which typically airs at 7:30 Eastern, aired at 11:35 Eastern, or tapes at 7:30. It aired at 11:30 after Trump had already signed the legislation. So wrong. So he said there's only a 12% chance that he'll sign it, but he did sign it. They didn't bother editing that out either. ABC, of course, indefinitely suspended Kimmel's show in September after his controversial comments about the Charlie Kirk assassination. We already know about that. I'm not going to reframe it. But here's Jimmy Kimmel mocking Donald Trump, threatening to take away ABC's license. I don't know, the last time your FCC guy looked at it, it didn't go so great for you, he said. Well, Jimmy, was it Trump that got you taken off the air or not? See, these people are not interested in the truth whatsoever.
Mary Bruce didn't back down. She's like, oh, you don't like the questions about the murder? All right, then what about the Epstein files?
Why wait for Congress to release the Epstein files? Why not just do it now?
It's not the question that I mind, it's your attitude. I think you are a terrible reporter.
Ha! Got her. Got him. And again, let's just talk about the ratings. One late night TV show is winning ratings war the old-fashioned way. Fox News' Gutfeld once again proves that traditional TV viewers are not necessarily following the late night trends online. For October, Gutfeld's satirical show continued its dominance over broadcast networks and competitors like Colbert and Kimmel and Fallon. Gutfeld averaged 2.825 million nightly viewers during October, put the Fox show comfortably ahead of ABC's Jimmy Kimmel Live at 2.1 million and The Late Show at 2.1 million. What you also have to understand is people actually have to pay to see Greg Gutfeld's show. How many of the 2.1 million people that are being counted here are airports, are old people who fell asleep in the chair, young people who fell asleep in the chair, people who don't pay for cable TV and just have, the TV antenna and whatever's on is on. Gutfeld is humiliating him. And by the way, because because Kimmel is so interested in these files, by the way, let's see. Kimmel, let's see, Epstein cook. Hollywood restaurateur was Jeffrey's private chef, Adam Lang. Uh-oh. How about a connection between his private chef, who obviously had, I assume, knew something about it, and Jimmy Kimmel? Let's see how they're connected. Adam Lang and Jimmy Kimmel have a long-standing bromance based on the shared interest in barbecue. Lang, a chef and barbecue expert, has appeared on Kimmel Live numerous times, grilling various meats. The origin of their friendship went back to 2007. They also opened a restaurant together, and there's a gift exchange. Lang has gifted Kimmel items such as a George Dickel whiskey barrel. Okay, I don't know if that's expensive whiskey or not. I just drink stuff to get drunk. I don't collect liquor. But again, so, oh, whoops. Epstein's former personal chef and Jimmy Kimmel's business partner. Gee, I wonder if that's going to come up in any of these quote unquote emails that Trump is so afraid of coming out. I have a feeling that, of course, it will come up. And I also have a feeling that maybe I would say it's at least possible that Jimmy's name comes up. I mean, you're talking about Jeffrey's personal chef here. Don't you think that maybe there's some emails about that? Don't you think that maybe Adam Lang said something to Jimmy Kimmel? But, you know, I'm just asking. I'm just a comedian, Jimmy. I don't mean any of these things. I definitely don't mean that I believe that you were probably, at least in my opinion, involved in, hooking up with underage girls on Epstein Island. That's what I believe, Jimmy Kimmel. See, it's a joke. Everybody just, leave a like to laugh at my joke and leave a comment in the comment section that, write your best joke about Jimmy Kimmel hooking up with underage girls on the island with his best friend, Adam Perry Lang, Jeffrey's personal chef. It's just a joke, so we get to make jokes, right? Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like on it. If you have yet, please subscribe or follow down below, and we'll talk to you again real soon.